Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
So that pre-recorded intro is a lie because we didn't build anything.
Nope.
We are playing the Fallout Precon decks today.
Woo!
Nelson, since he bought most of them, got to choose his. Since I bought the second most, I got second choice, so I went with Dogmeat, the ever loyal.
Is that how we made these decisions?
That's how I made these decisions.
You were the decision maker.
You literally said, "I'll take whatever's left over because I don't want to be a choosy beggar." Teach.
No.
2024, in the year of our Lord. So he is a
Fallout you so hard.
Naya 3/3 dog. When he enters the battlefield, I mill 5 cards, self-mill, then return an aura or equipment card from my graveyard to my hand, and whenever a creature I control that is enchanted or equipped, not modified. I noticed that there's a distinction because he doesn't give a shit about counters because he's a bad dog.
What? You take that
I
back.
get junk, and he's gonna bite my junk for calling him a bad dog. Teach, bottom of the barrel. What you got?
Mine.
Real fucking aggressive today.
Woo!
Coming to you from the bottom of the barrel. It's your boy Teej.
Woo!
With last pick.
With last pick. I've got this guy. Caesar, Legion's Emperor. Or Caesar, Legion's Emperor. I was on the internet quite a bit today. And there was apparently...
In Fallout, in New Vegas, it's not pronounced Caesar. It's Kaiser.
I heard...
Yes.
Yes.
Because if you are going with old school Latin, the C is a hard C
Yes.
sound.
Which I knew.
The AE is a diphthong pronounced I.
Which I also knew. The thing I found interesting was someone on the internet commented on a video and they were like, it's pronounced Caesar, you idiot. And then the guy was like, well, first of all, we pronounce it both ways in our video. And second of all, the character himself in his video game calls himself Kaiser.
It's audibly
And then the guy's like,
Kaiser.
well, then the game's not right either. The game's wrong.
I love the internet.
Yeah.
I love the internet.
It's like if you're like, hi, my name is Bill, and he goes, it's pronounced Bile, asshole.
Yeah, fuck you. You don't know your own name.
Fuck you, Bile.
So I'm going to call this guy whatever I want.
C-Man. C-Money.
C-Unt, Legion's Emperor.
Yeah.
This guy, he's a human soldier. He's 4/4.
It's Unt in the original Latin.
You're right. I forgot that part.
You're being a real cunt right now.
Whenever I attack, I may sacrifice another creature. When I do, I choose 2 options. One of them is to create a 1/1 red and white soldier creature token with haste that are attacked and tapping. Fuck me. I've had one sip of this Twisted Tea and I'm fucking gone.
I do have to say, before we're done with you, cunt iacta est is hilarious to me. It means the cunt is already thrown. Or the cunt is already cast.
I already guessed.
Alright, new tattoo
Iaccio
idea.
is Latin, meaning to throw or to eject.
You late.
Anyway, this guy can also let me draw a card and lose life, or deal damage equal to the number of creature tokens I control the target opponent.
Way to power through, Teach.
Yeah, we made it.
Fucking inspiration.
Yeah, right. No
I'm going to
shit.
finish my first beer before
Chris,
we
when
actually
did
get
you
to
get
my
stuck
first turn.
Stuck with nothing. This is the deck I was hoping to play. Dr. Madison Lee, Jeskai Energy Counters.
Woo!
I've wanted to build an energy deck for so long, and it's finally viable. It will only look like every other energy deck in existence.
Right.
She's a 2/3 human scientist for a red, a blue, and a white. Whenever you cast an artifact, you get an energy counter. Tap and pay an energy. Target creature gets +1/+0, plus trample and haste until end of turn. 3 energy and a tap will get you a card, and a tap and 5 energy will return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Nelson, what do you got?
Are you going to take your turn?
No, you
go
start.
first.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
I mean,
It's been a while. I wasn't here last week when you guys played. I forgot how we magic.
Do you want to watch this tutorial? Is that what you want to do here?
Yeah, I love to watch. No, I am playing the deck that's left. I chose the Wise Mothman. This is Sultai Radiation Counters. So there's a bunch of mutants, and the new mechanic, one of the new mechanics, and we're going to be doing radiation. We're going to be milling
Rad counters.
and some damage and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. The Wise Mothman from Fallout 76. He's a 3/3 flying insect mutant. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. And whenever one or more non-land cards are milled by any player, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way.
Sounds radical.
So what we mill matters. I forgot. I'm going first. I will draw for turn. I'm going to play one of these kick-ass full art basic lands that I love in these decks. And I'm going to play an island as my land for turn. Go Schnell.
I'm okay with a lot of the basic land art in this set from
Like
the
a
one
lot.
deck I've looked at. Freedom. We will lead off, having not read any of the cards in this deck. Scattered Groves, each of these tapped. It's a Forest Plains. Pass to teach.
I will draw. Hey, this is a guy.
Prove it. Cast him.
I can't yet.
What are you, some kind of antler man?
Nope, he's
In
some
Fallout, fucking might be.
some kind
Yeah,
of
no shit.
Wobble boy. This is a nomad outpost. He enters the battlefield tapped.
That's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie, right? Bobble Boy.
Wobble boy.
All right, I will draw for the turn.
Done.
All right, and my land for the turn will be Path of Ancestry, and I will pass to Nelson.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. My next land will be this Fetid Pools, which I will play tapped because I have to, and go Schnell.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep.
A lot of fair magic going on here in,
Yeah, I don't
in
like
the
it.
early goings.
What do we got out there for mana? Oh, Teach has a national park or something.
I do.
Exotic Orchard. It actually looked like national park.
It does,
from the
yeah,
side.
it does.
Yeah, but so with Teach's red source
Yep.
and a Scattered Groves other source, Junk Jet artifact equipment. When it enters the
That's a good
battlefield,
one.
create my junk token.
That's a cool artifact.
Oop, other side. So, Junk is a token artifact junk. Tap and sacrifice this artifact, exile the top card of the library. You may play that card this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. I can pay 3 to sacrifice another artifact. Presumably, they want me to sacrifice my junk to double equipped creature's power until the end of the turn. Equips for 1, passes for free. Go Teach.
Untap. My national park.
I will read and overly explain all the new fucking cards I come across.
Please do. I will play a Plains. I will pass to Chris, but while he is taking his turn, I'm going to basic land cycle.
Got it.
This Ash Barrens.
Untap. Draw. Oh.
I need to play more Fallout.
So
I've
good.
only played 3, 4, and New Vegas.
That's okay. Those are the best ones.
They are the best ones.
Command Tower will be my land for the turn. I will tap those for a blue and a colorless. I will cast Curie, Emergent Intelligence. It's a 1/3 artifact creature robot. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its base power. And for 2 mana, and exile another non-token artifact creature you control. How specific. Curie becomes a copy of the exiled creature, except it has the other ability of whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its base power. Path of Ancestry, I believe I scry one, because it shares a color with my commandy.
Creature type.
Creature type. That was
type,
it.
yeah.
Nope, I was wrong. Pass turn.
So
Alright.
if it was just a color with your commander, that card would be fucking fit.
Really awesome.
Yep.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Every mono-colored EDH deck, you'd be stupid not to do that.
Yep.
Land for turn will be a Hinterland Harbor, which will enter untapped because I control an island. I've got Salt Island. Woo!
Sorry, I just want to see.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, this island is actually a pool.
Yes,
It
yes,
is the opposite of an island.
Literally the opposite.
Wizards is real fucking bad.
I'm
What islands
gonna
are.
pay 3, and I'm gonna cast my own bobble-headed boy, the Strength Bobblehead. So it taps for mana of any color, and I can pay 3 and tap it to put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of bobbleheads I control. Activate only as a sorcery. Go Schnell.
Boy.
Bobble
Have to draw. Ooh, that got me pretty. Then,
Bubble buoy.
Bubble Booey. Mountain with an actual mountain, because wizards know what those look like. It's dirt pointing up. That's all it is. We will.
From over here, when you first put it down, I'm like, oh, Pyramid Head. This is the Silent Hill fucking universes beyond.
We will go ahead and cast Dog Meat Everloyal.
Yay!
So,
Good
when
boy.
he ETBs, mill 5. And then return an aura or equipment card from my graveyard to my hand. So we've got Grim Reaper's Sprint, which does something. Mantle of the Ancients. I assume I know what that does.
That is a reprint.
And Animal Friend.
Couldn't tell you what it does, though. Won't remember.
Whenever it attacks, put a squirrel token in
That
play.
phases out with astral
Put a plus
projection.
one.
Yeah, that's it.
On that token for each aura and equipment attached to the creature other than Animal Friend. Fucking weird.
Animal Friend is neat.
Yeah, that one, I need Animal Friends for several squirrel decks. So,
Yeah.
we're going to take Animal Friend because it seems fun. And we'll pass to Teach because he seems fun.
Oh,
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. It's the nicest thing you said to me today.
Probably ever.
No, not ever.
Nah.
You were peeking at me at the urinal that one time. You had nice things to say.
Only ever have nice things to say at the urinal.
you don't make it weird or anything.
In all
yeah.
honesty, my favorite thing to do is if somebody said, like, even if somebody goes like, "Hey man, how's it going?" I will just full volume yell, "We don't talk in here." It makes everyone very uncomfortable.
I've told you in the group chat, my new thing is don't talk to me while my dick's in my hand.
I believe it was "Don't talk to me while a dick's in my hand."
Either one. I'm going to play Charisma Bubble Boy.
Charisma Baba Booey.
I can tap it for 1 mana of any color, or I can pay 4 and tap it and create X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens, or X is the number of Bubble Boys I control. Pass to Chris.
Bubble Boy.
Untap. Draw for the turn. I
Squirrels
will
look real fucked up.
play a mountain. I will. No, kitty, it's a bad kitty. I will attack Teach for 1.
Ma.
I will draw 1 card.
What was that?
I got hit
Ma,
by a fish thing.
Ma, stop him.
But ma.
Right.
It's a fish? I thought it was a robot.
It's a robot.
Then I will cast my commander, 2/3 human scientist. Now, Pants of Ancestry does
From
a
the
thing,
angle I'm
right?
sitting at, his shoulder and his head look like eyeballs.
Cast creature, shares creature.
And
Sure
it looks
does.
like he's got a big wide open mouth. And I thought it
put
was
that
some
on the
sort of fish robot. But it's not.
Go ahead, Nelson.
I've never played Fallout. We'll listen to
Untap,
their shitty music on the radio.
upkeep, and draw.
You
Hey,
wanna
don't
set
you
the
knock
world on
Fallout
fire.
music. Butcher Pete, man. Smacking that meat. Keep hacking and whacking and smacking. Sorry, I love Fallout.
The Fallout playlist
Lyrics from a song.
The Galaxy
is-
News Radio playlist is so good.
it's great.
Forest will be my land for the turn. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play.
Music to kill and steal by.
Yup. I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna cast Vexing Radgull. It's a 1/2 bird mutant with flying, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 rad counters if they don't have any rad counters. Otherwise, proliferate.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's a neat fucking card.
It's fucking rad, man.
Then I will pass the turn to my French now.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for the turn. Plains. We will give our dog
A bone.
an animal friend.
Aww.
So now, whenever he attacks, I get a squirrel token, and I put a +1/+1 counter on that token for each aura and equipment attached to this creature other than this enchantment, Squirrel Friend. We will... we got options, don't we? Pay a mountain to equip the junk jet. And then we will Exotic Orchard for a green. Yes.
Yep.
And we will put Abundant Growth on this Plains. When it ETBs, I draw. My Plains now taps for any color. The enchantment's not tapped, I know, but we're just going to do that. We'll go to combat. Looking at life totals, and Teague is wide open. I will.
Wide open. Gaping even.
Chris, you're life leader and have more board state. I will send Dogmeat your way. When he attacks, I get a squirrel.
Okay.
And
I
then
love that squirrel token.
It's so good.
It's really good.
And then I put a +1/+1 counter on it for each aura or equipment other than, so it'll get one +1/+1 counter. Steal a die from there, and another die for later. So you have a 3/3 coming at you, Commander.
Okay.
And I get another junk token.
I will take it.
Commander damage button. You choose which one is it.
Because whenever a creature I control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, create a junk token. Okay, and he is himself.
I got 3 commandy damage.
That will be it for me. Go ahead, Teach.
Untap. Draw.
I like having that button there instead of having to scroll through like 4 different menu options to get to there, to then find the quadrant, to then...
Yeah.
That's a nice enhancement.
Interesting.
Enhance.
Okay, alright.
Enhance.
That's the thing. We'll play a swamp as my land for turn. I will.
I'm starting to worry because I realize that Dog Meat's off to a good start. Anytime I go out to a commanding lead, I get all of the fucking hate and lose the game.
I think that's typical of most early leaders.
Yeah, but it's usually me who gets all the hate. Like, I'll be down 6 and swing at you with a 1/1 with like one little triggered ability, and you use every fucking piece of removal you have.
I'm sorry you don't learn.
I'm going to cast Black Market.
Oh, that's a good one.
Whenever a creature dies, put a charge counter on Black Market. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, add 1 black for each charge counter on Black Market.
They've been printing that a lot lately, which is good. It's a good card. And
What, Black Market?
yeah. It's been getting reprinted a lot of places. Black market.
I'll pass
Yum.
Chris.
Untap. Draw for the turn.
Also, I like that you didn't build your deck, but one of the first things you did was put a land in your graveyard,
Yep.
which is a classic Teach
It's a
play.
classic Teach move.
I don't have a land in my graveyard. It's just not an EDH canvas.
We get itchy.
Let's say something doesn't feel right. He can't. Yeah. His breathing gets all off.
Island will be my land for the turn. And I will...
You have the same swimming pool island I do.
I do.
As long as it has water on there, it's not right.
How big is that? A 1/2?
He's a 1/2.
And you got your
Tweeber.
squirrel as a 2/2?
2/2 squirrel.
Fucking rad, man.
Fucking rad, man.
I will pay 3 mana. I will cast Synth Eradicator. It is a 3/3 artifact creature Synth
Scary.
soldier with haste. When it attacks, exile a top card of your library. And then I have the option of getting 2 energy, or I may play that card this turn. One or the other.
Knew
and
you
then I
worked
can
for the Institute.
tap it and pay 3 energy to bolt any target.
Synths are annoying, I will admit that, but do we have to eradicate them? That seems...
I will
Overkill.
move to combat. Schnell, I will attack you with the 3/3 haste synth. Tej, I will attack you for 1.
Is there? That's an attack trigger, not
It is an attack trigger.
Okay.
I'm going to exile top card of my library. Exile. I will
Treasure
not play it
vault.
this turn, and I will get 2 treasure.
Yeah. I will just take the damage.
I will also take the damage.
I feel like you're trying to teach me something. I also don't learn.
There's no reason for me to waste resources.
Pass to Nelson.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. Let's see. Well, I was bitching about this card when we drew our initial hands. Get it out of here now. Temple of the False God. There's a land I can't stand that they keep putting into every precon, but whatever. It's ramp if you've got 5 lands. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 manners available to me right now.
Oh god, it sucks. If you played it.
Garbage card for a garbage player.
For a garbage fucking player.
That's what Grandpa always said.
He wasn't wrong. Alright. I'm gonna go blue, black, green, float a colorless. This is gonna be a colorless, I'm floating.
You can't remember one?
I don't want there to be any confusion. Okay, so
I'm confused.
the Wise Mothman has entered
Are
the
you
battlefield.
tapping, are you tapping those lands, or...
Which lands did you tap?
I don't know why I did that. I got all about my. Yeah, I'm just gonna confuse myself right on out of this game.
Only the temple.
The radiation is hitting him.
Yeah, it's hitting me good, boys.
All
All
right,
right, here we go.
Okay.
These these count our rad counters. So each player gets a rad counter. So everybody's got one. Does somebody have a dice with a 1 on it I can borrow? A die, I should say. Thank you. Well, have you seen my my set of dice? They're just random fucking shit everywhere. Is that a 2 or a 3? I'll never tell. So at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, if you have any rad counters, mill that many cards. For each non-land card milled this way, you lose 1 life and a rad counter.
So as long as you lose a non-land, you get rid of your rad.
Correct. Yep.
It also costs you life to do so.
Correct.
It's an interesting mechanic.
I'm going to pay a green from the Hinterland Harbor and my last colorless mana, and I'm going to play Power Fist. Equipped creature, it's an equipment, and it equips for 2. An equipped creature has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it.
Ooh.
Power Fist.
I never remember if Power Fist is that controller from Nintendo or a sex toy.
It is my.
That's
male
Power Glove.
It's my male stripper
Yes.
stage name.
Power Fist. Okay, I'm going to move to combat.
Stage Power Fist.
I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing at Teach for 1 in the air.
What the fuck, guys?
Well, you got 38, and they got 37.
I have 37.
Okay, Vecting Radgull then will
proliferates.
trigger. You get 2 rad counters if you don't have any rad counters. Otherwise, proliferate. So I will proliferate. Yeah, we'll make your squirrel bigger. Sure, we'll proliferate you. We'll,
Wait, no,
That's
no,
not
no,
how
no.
that works.
You target and players?
Yeah.
Not target, you choose.
Sorry.
Players
Thank you.
and permanents.
Oh, okay, got
So
it.
you don't have to get his creature, but you can still get him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna target your rad
No,
counters.
You
Sorry,
choose me.
You.
That is the correct.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
I'm learning the new.
So wait,
how proliferate
do we
actually
already
works now.
have a rad counter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have one.
All of you have 1 rad counter.
Right.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody does from Mothman entering the battlefield. So I will proliferate Schnell, Tej, Chris.
Yep. And here is where Chris
Now I
gets-
also get an energy counter.
That is
I'm going to
correct.
give you back the one for your deck. I'm going to use the one for my
Oh,
deck.
okay, there we go. I'm actually also going to proliferate myself.
Why would you do such a thing?
He's a Medin.
I'm a mutant, man.
I was going to say, I think that deck benefits a ton from being radioactive.
Yeah.
Because had you not chosen that one first, I was going to take that one and then
Oh.
let the rest fall wherever.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Of the 2 decks that I wanted to open, these are they.
Yeah. I have nothing to do in my second main phase. Go Schnell.
Okay. Untap. Any upkeep triggers that I'm aware of? Nope. Draw happens like normal. The fuck is this? Oh, interesting. Pre-combat main phase. I mill 2. I got 2 non-land cards.
Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way. So I get 2 +1/+1 counters to deal out here
Okay.
on any creature.
I will lose 2 life, putting me down to 35, and I will
And you
lose
lose
my
your rads, yeah.
radiation.
I'm going to put 1 counter on the Mothman and 1 on the Radgull, and I honestly think I left all my dice at home because I was letting my kids play with them. Thank you. Can I borrow another die from someone?
Dice.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Continuing. Rootbound Craig, land for the turn. Then,
I wanted to name my son Rootbound Craig, but Tiffany wouldn't have it.
that's why your son's named Rootbound Brian.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that a Beastie Boys song? I put my root bound, I put my root bound. So how we gonna kick it? Gonna kick it root bound.
Green, white, other for a
Add to
behemoth.
the community cat
All
pot.
those beers we've been
Sledge.
getting. I think we're going to lose them now.
Give me one of those as well. I will take a beer counter. Proliferate my beer.
You got it, sir.
We are going to cast Silver Shroud Costume. It has flash. Don't care about that. But when it comes into play, or when it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature I control. It gains Shroud until the end of the turn. Most importantly, just can't be blocked.
Yeah, that's a cool piece of equipment.
Okay. I will go to combat.
Flavorful too.
From
Fallout 4.
Nelson,
Yep.
I'm going to attack you with my unblockable commander.
Dog meat pile.
I have trigger.
Yep.
I will get a squirrel, which, again, my dog's chasing squirrels. It's flavorful. We like it. Is there only one fucking squirrel token? I think. Oh, did I? Nope. Yeah, no. There's only one squirrel token.
Oh, is it the other side of junk?
Ah, damn it.
Do you have another junk?
T.
Show your junk! Oh, that works.
Damn it. We worked out a better system.
Shit.
Okay.
He knows too much.
Give me another die.
What sort of piss poor planning is that?
So then I get... you're coming at me for 3 total?
I'm coming at you with 3 total.
Okay.
Because everything else, yeah, because that triggers, I get a squirrel with 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
This lets you
Can't be
sacrifice
blocked.
stuff.
When it,
double
ETB, when it attacks, I create a junk token.
So you get another
What
junk.
is its toughness?
It's a 3/3.
Okay.
Okay, so then I do go to commander damage, and Schnell has
Dog
dealt me
meat
3.
pile.
And then I go back. Nice.
Dog meat's carrying all my fucking gear.
It's like a dog pile, but
Just like the
more
game.
meat.
Go ahead, Teach.
It's a meaty dog pile.
It's been half an hour and nothing died, so I have no counters on my black market. Draw, pre-combat main phase, mill 2. Non-land. 1 land.
Okay.
So you
I
lose a rad.
1 life and
Yep.
1 rad.
And then I get 1 creature. I'll put another counter on the moth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land for turn is Shadow Blood Ridge.
That's a reprint.
Mm-hmm.
What is the current... Like, does each deck have X number of new unique cards?
I don't know if it's the
and
same.
Is it the same across all
Yeah,
decks?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
We should look into that.
I want to say it's 20-something for sure. 20-something for sure.
Because, yeah, I went through that Chris's deck list and ordered 2 copies of each energy, or new energy card.
Mm-hmm.
There were only 15 new ones. The 16th card that was in the deck was a reprint.
Okay. Glimmer of Genius.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Keeper of the Accord.
That's really
That's a real good reprint. That's that. Remember when I was talking about that white card from Commander Legends, and I was like, "What's that one?" It's that one.
Are you like the Monarch now or some shit?
Nope. At
No,
the beginning of
it's-
each opponent's end step, if that player controls more creatures than I get a token, and at the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more lands than I get a basic plains.
It's a real cool card.
Fuck, excuse me. That is it for me. I will pass to Chris.
Great. I will untap.
Upkeep. Draw.
Draw.
Chris will play 2 lands.
Main phase. Mill 2. Land. Nuka-Cola vending machine.
That's a cool, neat little equipment.
So I lose 1 rad and 1 life.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm gonna put a counter on the Rad Gull.
We got to deal with
Can I see that?
Nelson.
The color
Absolutely.
machine? I think I wanted that for
It's a neat little artifact.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff in
fuck
here.
Yeah, I want this card.
Irrigated farmland is my land for the turn. It enters tapped. Like a bitch.
Yeah, pretty solid card for Corvold.
Yeah.
And I will cast.
Because I
Hey,
will
click.
forget.
File that away under K for Corvold.
K for
I'll
K.
pay
It's Corvo. That's
3 mana
the
for
cards of the K.
Paladin Dance. Paladin Dance is kind of a...
That would be the KKK font.
Yes.
he's a
Get into that.
legendary artifact creature synth knight with vigilance and lifelink.
Oh,
That's a lot of
And
words.
I can exile him to have each creature I control that's an artifact or human gain indestructible until end of turn.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be a
Really cool
sorcery.
card.
The Paladin Dance.
The Dance of the Paladin Mance.
Then I will pass the turn.
Alright.
Yeah, you have more creatures than I do.
Oh yes.
Untap,
lands, I think.
upkeep,
Same number of
Same
lands.
number.
and draw for turn. Then my Radiation will trigger. milling a forest, and oh no, not Tato Farmer. I wanted that card. Tato Farmer's got a landfall trigger that whenever it enters the battlefield, you may get 2 rad counters. It's super cool in this deck. And then he taps to put target land in a graveyard that was milled this turn onto the battlefield under your control.
I always wondered where Tato skins came from.
Literally ghoul Tato Farmers.
Irradiated beings.
Okay, so I lose 1 rad counter and 1 life. All right. Then I'm gonna go ahead and play this Sunken Hollow, which will enter untapped
trouble
because I have 2 or more basic lands. 1, 2.
Sometimes I like to just go in the baby's room because there's a new open space that's hollow and echoey and they cry. For practice.
I keep forgetting to tell you guys this, so I'm going to throw it in right now.
Yeah.
I've been watching so much Doctor Who.
No.
My son's into it too,
Nice.
and he likes the song. And I taught him the lyrics to it. So now, whenever it's on, he'll go, Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
That's awesome.
And he'll do it randomly too, even when we're not watching it.
Nice.
My wife was watching the Grammys and someone was singing a song or something, I don't remember. So my daughter whipped out her fake microphone. My son cried until he got it. And as soon as he got it in hand, Doctor Who.
I'm going to tap 7. Or 4/7 because of the Temple of the False God. And then
double check your math every fucking time.
I'm going to cast Alpha Deathclaw. It's a 6/6 menace and trample. When it enters the battlefield or becomes monstrous, destroy target permanent. And for 5, a black and a green, it has monstrosity 4.
Uh-oh.
Black market.
Not Black Market.
Keeper of the Accord.
Not Keeper of the Accord.
I'm gonna blow up. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna blow up the best boy. Sorry, dog meat.
Dog meat? He's just gonna come back real pissed off.
I know, but at least this will go away then.
He brings back enchantments
From the graveyard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, we're gonna get rid of him anyway. Sorry, buddy.
It's when he
did
it's
bite
when
me
the
last
Deathclaw ETBs or when he becomes
ETB
When he-
or becomes
both.
monstrous.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I have 1 floating colorless from the Temple of the False
Do you?
God.
Oh, thanks.
I don't see it.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap the Strength Bobblehead for green, and I'm gonna pay 2 to equip Power Fist to the Alpha Deathclaw. So now it has double trample and menace, and then whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it.
By the way, when Dogmeat bit the dust,
Yep.
I got a charge counter on the
Yep.
Black Market.
I told you should pop the
Black Market is online.
I'm gonna move to
You're
combat.
all fuck now.
I'm gonna move to combat. If I get 1 more turn, I'm telegraphing it, Tej. I'm gonna move to combat, and
Dude, you're not fucked. Seriously, I'm not.
I am going
You're not
to
fucked. I'm sorry, not for me, at least.
swing at Chris for 5 in the air.
What?
On attack,
How big is that thing?
that's a 5/5. On attack, Mothman will trigger. So each player gets a rad counter.
How big is the Deathclaw?
Right now, the Deathclaw Alpha or Alpha Deathclaw is a 6/6.
Is this a proliferate thing?
No, it's just one. Everybody gets a rad counter whenever he ETBs or attacks.
Got it.
Sorry, whenever he enters
Yeah.
or attacks, because we got to save space for the fucking novels they write on cards now. Okay, so everybody got their. So then, yeah. So that's all I got.
Okay.
5 commander damage.
Oh, it's Commander. That's right.
Yeah, the Mothies, the commander.
Ew.
All right.
I don't like that I blink red every time I have to.
Take damage.
Yeah,
I
right.
do.
I'm going to then pass the turn to Snow.
Okay.
This is growing on me, but I do wish the numbers were bigger.
Untap. Upkeep.
I do
nothing.
like this new format. It's neat.
Draw. Pre-combat main. I mill. It's a land. Rad stays.
End of your turn. How many
Yeah.
lands do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's more than me, and you have more creatures than me. So I get a.
You get a
land
on the
and a.
battlefield, and I get another soldier.
Yep.
All right, continue, Chanel.
Okay. I'm gonna eat a junk. Exile the top card of my library. Gargle on that jump, baby.
Gargle.
All that glitters. I may
You
play that card this turn.
Yeah,
We're
great.
playing Fallout, not Smash Bros.
I'm going to equip all that glitters onto the squirrel. And all that squiddles. Trying to combine glitters and squirrels.
All that squitters.
I clicked on that thumbnail.
I've seen that on the internet.
Land for the turn, Temple of Abandon.
All that squitters.
I'm going to scry 1. Okay. Do I want to cast that? Nah, not yet. Mumble. Fumble bumble. So, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment I control. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10. He's currently a 10/10.
It's a big old squirrel.
I'm going to equip it with the behemoth sledge.
Gross.
I will go to combat. Nelson, you wronged me and killed my dog.
I did.
Oh, he's John Wick in your ass.
I'm fucking squirrel wicking. 12/12. Trample lifelink squirrel.
Uh,
I made a John Wick joke earlier today. We went to McDonald's,
Jesus
but they're
Christ.
currently Wickdonald's.
Yeah.
And then Caden said, What happened to the clown's name? I'm like, it's probably still Ronald McDonald. I don't know. And I'm like, maybe it's John. Maybe it's John McDonald.
Fuck, 12?
12. My squirrel's bigger than your death claw.
Yeah. I was just looking at it going, man, they should have given that Deathclaw Death Touch.
They just call it touch.
I'm gonna take the 12 and go to 24.
I'm gonna gain 12 and become a huge fucking target.
squittered all
Ouch.
over your face, neck, and chest.
Yeah, you did.
Jesus. Go teach.
How many creatures do you have?
2.
How many lands do you have?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, how many lands did you have?
6.
Oh, you had 5. I got 1. That's why I have 6 now.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. Untap. Upkeep.
If it's any player that has more.
Draw.
Yes.
How did you get more than him then?
He has the same
No,
number
He
now.
has the same
he had
number as
6,
me. I had one more
5.
than him.
Oh,
So I got
okay.
1. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I mill 2. Non-land. Non-land. I'm out of rad.
I could have told you that, loser.
Joke's on you. I never had any. I never read any.
That's really good.
I like that.
No,
was good.
don't give me praise for that. I get 1 black floating due to black market. Thank you, black market.
I have 2 counters to distribute.
I have a path of ancestry.
Could I use another die?
I am running out of dice.
Sorry. Thank you.
We're going to have to switch to ones with real numbers on them.
No,
I
it's
will-
all good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could you? Not sure I want to. So I'm going to cast Mind Commander.
I already forgot what he did. It's been so long.
4. This is Sea Bastion, Legion of whenever I
High
attack,
Bastion.
I may
I'm at
sacrifice
4 energy.
another creature. When I do, choose 2.
Oh, Jesus, throwing cards.
I am going to move to attacks.
I have a 2/2 squirrel up. I'm gonna kick you in the nuts. That was organic.
That was really good.
Clever.
That was really good.
How come none of my squirrel decks are named that?
Kick you in the nuts.
I'm going to move to combat. I am going to attack Schnell
Ah,
with a soldier token.
what is
Just one.
What
Just
is
one.
What does Kaiser do?
1/1 soldier token. Whenever I attack, I may sacrifice another creature. When I do, choose 2. I'm attacking. I'm going to sacrifice the creature I attacked you with. I'm choosing 2. I can create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creatures with haste that are tapped and attacking. I can draw a card and lose a life. Or Caesar, the user's Emperor deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens I control to target opponent. I am going to.
It's like he proliferates.
Haha.
Wow. That's called populate.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a card and lose a life, and then I'm going to do 1 damage. Just
What did I do to you?
you have that much life.
Down to 46.
Down to 33.
But Nelson's gonna hit me with his shit.
Till you crack back me.
That's
Oh, I'm gonna crack back so far.
I know, that's why I can't come at you.
Do we have an uneasy truce?
We do.
Okay.
Second
Looking
name,
over that
nothing
wall
gold,
at each other.
Chris.
Alright, untap. Upkeep.
I got a
Nothing.
charge counter on my black market for my token.
Draw for the turn.
Power fist.
Power fist. Power wheel's still a thing?
Pre-combat main phase. Mill 2. Non-land. Nick Valentine, 2
Oh,
non-lands.
not Nick.
So I lose 2 life, and I lose both rad counters.
Nicked your Nick.
10.
It's almost as big as my squirrel.
We're trying.
I don't want to play any of these. None of these help me.
Okay, so if you monstrous and you kill my squirrel, then I dog meat recast. Well, then I recast all that glitters on my other squirrel,
Right.
and I fucking put you down for good. Just making sure
I will pay-
the rules of our truce are clear.
I'm quite.
I'll pay 4 mana. I will cast a Mystic Forge.
It's good
I
reprint.
may look at the top card of my library anytime. I may cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of my library, and I can pay 1 life to exile the top card of my library. I cast an artifact. I get an energy. I'm up to 5 energy.
That's
You
right.
energetic son of a bitch.
I do not like any of this. Schnell, largest creature untapped.
2/2. It's a squirrel.
Okay. I will move to combat.
Teach has stuff too.
I know.
I barely have shit.
But his stuff can kill this. I will attack you for 3/3 Vigilance Lifelink.
Are there any damage triggers?
There's no damage triggers, no attack triggers.
Just a 3/3
Just
vigilance?
3/3 Vigilance Lifelink.
Fine.
I was low man. Well, I guess Nelson's low man on the totem pole.
Oh yeah, I got slapped.
I was
for
lower
12
on the
like a
totem pole
bitch.
than I liked.
You killed my dog.
Looking at the top card of my
I got a
library.
12-point bitch slap last turn. The 24-point life swing on my on Chanel's last turn.
That I will pass the turn.
All right,
End of your turn, I get a soldier token.
I will untap. Upkeep. I will draw for turn. Then I will radiate myself. Piper Wright, public reporter.
She's annoying.
Yeah, she is. And Mortuary Mire.
The card or just in game?
Her
I
character
lose
in Follow 4.
Four,
Drives
yeah.
me nuts.
In Diamond City.
It's been too long. I don't remember a lot.
She's
I
the
remember-
newspaper reporter.
I remember that much. I don't remember how she'd be annoying.
I only keep her along because she likes it when I pick locks and stuff. Well, otherwise,
No, my chastity belt.
most companions dislike it when you do that. That kind of stuff. But
I'm gonna-
she likes it.
Squitters.
I'm gonna play an island as my land for the turn.
I don't remember
Didn't we
really
declare?
taking on a lot of companions usually.
I
in
do
that
declare.
game. I think I tried to avoid most of them.
Thanks.
I thought we declared a moratorium on teaching new words.
I'm gonna tap my island for a soul
Word.
ring. My
did you-
Nuka-Cola soul ring.
I had 4 creatures. Did you grab your token?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna tap my soul ring for 2. And then I'm going to tap for a green and a black.
I want this one.
And I'm going to cast Corpse Jack Menace, because that seems real cool. So if one or more +1/+1 counters we put on a creature I control, twice that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead.
This aggression will not stand, man.
6. I'm one shy of monstrositying my Deathclaw further.
Corpse Jack Menace is a
Monstrositizing.
relatively older card.
Yep.
Return to Ravnica.
Return to Ravnica.
And I was today years old when the double entendre of Corpse Jack just hit me.
Rigor mortis. Never mind if I do.
I am going to move to combat.
For our listeners, rigor mortis is not consent. Shouldn't have to say that out loud.
I'm going to move to combat.
And
And
2024, we have to say it out loud.
I am going to swing the Wise Mothman and the Vexing Radgull, both at Schnell. Attack trigger. Everybody gets a rad counter.
Well, I just got rid of my red counter.
Less rad.
So you got 2 rads now?
We got dos rados.
Dos rados. Dos rados. Okay, so a 5/5 and a 3/5 coming at you in the air.
Yeah.
5 of which is commander damage.
Yep. So, Nelson Commander. It's 5. Back to game. 1, 2, 3 from the bird.
Okay, so
And
then...
then you proliferate, so you choose.
Proliferate,
You
yep.
choose things and people.
Yep. So I'm going to choose your rads.
Well, no, you choose.
Sorry,
me.
you. I choose you,
Being Black
Pikachu.
Market?
I choose you.
Black Market.
I choose you.
Extra rad, extra one of these guys.
I choose
Pikachu.
me. And then I choose Alpha Deathclaw, which is going to get 2 more. I choose Vexing Radgull, which is going to get 2 more.
I choose you, Tijachu.
I choose the Wise Mothman, which is going to
How
get
many board
2
wipes
more.
are in these decks?
There's a
At
decent
least
amount.
one.
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
Then I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to cast Recon Craft Theta. It's a 4/4 flying vehicle. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 blue alien creature token and put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Is that the crashed alien ship in 4?
The fucking
Yeah.
Zetans.
It
That's
is.
cool.
Yep.
I think my first playthrough of 4, I was trying to be a punchy guy, and then I found the crash ship and the like alien gun.
The alien ray gun
And
that's just a one-shot everything.
And I'm like, cool. Now I'm an energy weapons guy.
The first time when I played Fallout 3, the first time I randomly stumbled on it super early and was just like, well, I feel invincible now.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets a
Death Claws.
+1/+1
Why are
counter.
people afraid of these things?
Okay, so he cruise for 2, and then whenever it attacks, I proliferate.
Goose for 2.
Goose for 2. The fuck did I put in my hand? Was that the last card in my hand? I think
Wow.
it was. Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
That feels weird. Go Schnell.
How many lands, how many creatures?
1, 2, 3,
Untap.
4, 5, 6, 7 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures.
Alright, I give a soldier.
Upkeep, no triggers, draw, pre-combat main phase, I mill 3. I got 2 non-lands. So I lose 2 rads
Alright, so
and
I'm
2
gonna
lives.
put 2 more counters on the alien. Because it would get 1. So that's going to get 2. You said you 2 non-lands?
2
So I have
non-lands.
another counter to throw around.
Temple of Triumph
Just
will
to
be
make
my
it
land
easy, I
for
guess
turn.
I'll just do
Scry 1. Ignore my noises. I'm just a happy man. We will. Yeah, pay 5 for single combat. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifices the rest. Players can't cast creatures or planeswalker spells until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
I choose the biggest squirrel, as he will hurt me if I do not choose him. Does anyone have responses to stop it before I...
I do have a response while I have a board.
to stop it?
Not to stop
Okay,
it.
then I'm gonna get rid of my token.
Well, you're up first.
Nope. Pass prayer.
You're just sandbagging, so I'd take care of it, are you? I feel like you are. I'm going to cast Dispatch.
I'm not playing blue.
Has Metalcraft. I control 3 artifacts. If I control 3 more artifacts, exile a creature instead of tapping it. And I will exile the giant guy. Then my stuff eats shit.
Alright, so we choose one creature to keep.
Choose a creature or planeswalker they control.
Alright, so we're definitely going to get rid of the alien.
Where did I scroll? Oh, yes.
How many creatures died?
3 for me.
1 from me.
Corpse Jack Menace was fun, but I'm not going to keep that around.
Oh, wait. Sorry. None from me.
Yeah, you exiled your thing.
So far, I have 2. Well, is it creatures or creature cards?
Creatures dying.
Creatures. Okay, so far 2 for me. It'll be 4 for me total.
Because I keep the little squirrel then.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna. I'll get rid of my commander, and then I'll get rid of the Vexing Radgull. He did some work.
Okay.
And I'll keep the Deathclaw.
I will move to equip Junk Jet onto the little squirrel that stayed around.
And we can't cast creatures or attack until the end of your next turn.
You can't cast creatures or planeswalkers.
Okay,
until
we
the
can
end of
still
my next
attack
turn.
though if
Yes.
we wanted to. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Chris, what did you keep?
My commander.
What? How big?
Just a 2/3.
2, 3. Okay.
That's fine. Thank you.
Teach kept Caesar, Kaiser, Douglas.
By the way, Black Market has 13 counters.
Time to make that Deathclaw monstrous,
I
boys.
will not be attacking. I will be passing to Teach.
13.
How big is the Deathclaw?
Right now, he is a 12/12.
How many creatures won?
Let me make a
won.
monstrous so I can
Lands?
pop that Black Market though. Then do what you want after the fact.
How many lands?
Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I need some lands.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Pre-combat. Mill 2. Land. Non-land. So I lose a rad, I lose a life. Still have a rad. $13 black floating.
Looking at top card of my library. Mystic Forge lets me Hurley Cam.
God, he's been going a while now.
Yeah.
I'm going to 13, you say. 1 white, 13 black.
Okay.
All right. Oh, is this?
It's Gary clone.
Yeah, he's gonna get a whole bunch
It's
of.
squad 2.
Yeah, that's
I'm
6.
gonna get 6 Gary clone tokens, plus 1 original Gary clone. And whenever Gary clone attacks, each creature I control named Gary clone gets +1/+0 until end of turn.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, Gary Clone's a neat
How are you
uncommon.
casting creatures?
Fuck you! God damn it! Ah, you asshole!
Yay! It saved us for a turn cycle.
I'm just asking questions,
No. Good question. Good question. It's a fair question.
Just ask a question.
Anyway, land for turn is a
I don't
command
know.
tower.
I'm just asking.
I'm just asking questions over here. I'm just a humble man asking questions.
Just a caveman.
Just a caveman.
1, 2,
Oh, Phil Hartman. R.I.P.
3, 4. That's not casting a creature, so you go to hell.
I like radiation.
Fervent charge.
It's weird that it triggers on the pre-combat, so you still get whatever the top of your deck is, but then it goes, which is an interesting way to do that mechanic.
Yeah, it is. I like the mechanic though. It's cool.
Because it feels less detrimental than it probably should be or could be if it was pre-combat, because any scrying or stacking that you do...
True. Yeah. Now it's moot.
Because you still get to get whatever you have.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's what
I thought
I'm
you
saying.
meant. I thought you meant
Had
if it was
been-
flipped.
Had
Yeah.
it been,
Yeah.
been during your upkeep or whatever, like everything else triggers.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they just went,
Yeah,
we don't have a lot of stuff
Okay.
that triggers at the pre-combat main phase.
I'm activating my Charisma Bubble Boy and creating 1 white, 1/1 white soldier token.
Fervent charge? Oh, boy.
Whenever creature I control
Gary's
attacks,
gonna
it gets
get real
+2/+2
bad.
until end of turn.
Okay.
You guys got those board wipes, right?
No. Just
No.
Squirrel's a 2/2.
I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to attack Schnell.
Could have defended myself, but Chris had to fuck me.
When
Commander.
Caesar attacks, I may sacrifice another creature. I will. When I do choose 2, I'm going to create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking.
Every deck that Teach pilots become a Teach deck? Or...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
By
Draw a
osmosis.
card, lose a life.
Flip side of that, every
So
deck I run
Chris
becomes
is-
Chris deck. Classic Chris. Fucking Chris.
And I have 2 of these things. Tapped and attacking. They're 1/1s. They don't get the fervent charge buff.
Did you choose the other mode?
I'll just yeah, I drew a card.
Okay.
Lost a life.
They're 1/1s?
I'm gonna send them at you. So you have 6 commander plus 2 1/1s coming at you.
6 commander.
Yes.
Stupid fervent charge.
Another counter on black market.
Okay, the other ones are 1/1s. I'll block and kill one. Take the other one.
Okay. Another counter on black market.
Teach has become a problem.
Disagree. That is it for me. Pass turn.
God, I don't want to do that.
You don't.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 3 energy to draw a card.
I was gonna say, you haven't really used energy yet.
No, I haven't had too many, other than her
So Black
activated
Market and
abilities.
Gary Clone was real good.
Gary Cullen, what's that?
Remember, you can't cast creatures or planeswalkers.
That's probably one of my favorite vaults that I've ever stumbled into
I will
though. In
drop
Fallout is the fucking Gary vault. Everybody's Gary.
Plans will be my land for the turn. Oh, can't do that. I have to do my rads first.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Non-land. Brotherhood Vertibird.
So 2 non-lands.
Yep.
Oh wait,
What?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
I pulled it back.
Okay.
Forgot my command. He's dead.
Lose 2.
You do that a couple of games where you just, I'm still gonna get my commander's ability even though they died.
I know what it is. So
They
I
all
should
have
just do
evidence.
it. Yeah, it is what it is.
I will.
House rules.
Gotta fucking watch this guy. The not so wise.
Top card of my
Mothman.
library. Interesting. I will cast non-creature, non-planeswalker spell. Lightning Greaves.
Do you have any? Did you both your rads went away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I get energy from my commander for casting an artifact.
I should order some Recon craft thetas. One for my
I'll pass turn.
boat deck that steals land.
Okay. Oh, that thing's not on anymore. Never mind.
And you get nothing from me anyway.
No.
Correct.
All right. I will untap. Upkeep. I guess I really don't have a hand. I found nothing since my last turn. So.
I was curious if you just let it go.
Yeah, I was like, where did I put it somewhere? Did it fall? Nope, just got nothing. Draw for turn. Rads will trigger. 1, Rampant Growth, that's non-land. 2, Watchful Radstag, that's non-land. 3, Glowing One. Damn it. That's a fun one. So I lose all my rad counters and 3 life.
You did it to yourself.
Yeah, Glowing One is a 2/2 death touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get 4 rad counters. And whenever a player mills a non-land card, you gain a life. It's a neat little card. Okay, we are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black green to make my Alpha Deathclaw monstrous. It's gonna get 4+1/+1 counters, and I'm gonna blow up.
Please, Lord, please, Lord, please, Lord, please, Lord, please, Lord, baby, please.
Incorrect.
What does this do? Not enough, right?
Plus two.
Every time.
Whenever
Whenever
a
I
creature you
attacks.
control attacks.
The
yeah.
black
it's
market's
a lot of-
going to
Yeah,
Shut up, Chris!
Yeah, no, it's the black market. That's gotta go.
that'll seriously reduce the number of incoming Garys.
What Garys? There are no Garys.
Gary.
I'm sorry. I'm using out-of-game knowledge.
I'm going to.
To be fair,
move-
Teach chose to show
I
us
did.
he had Gary.
I did. That was my own stupid fault.
So it gets
excited,
+1/+1
okay?
counters.
Kobitzer.
I'm going to move to combat.
Don't you do it.
And that's a 21-21 right now. That's a big old boy
Oh boy.
Menace.
with menace. I'm gonna swing at Tej.
I wouldn't. I've got a lot of untapped mana.
Well, then
Swinging
use
at, I'm swinging at Tej for 21.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast Entrapment Maneuver. Target player, you, sacrifices an attacking creature. I create X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens where X is that creature's toughness.
Wow! Should have listened to him. Shit.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna die next turn. Before my next turn, I'm gonna go ahead. In response to that, I'm gonna pay 3. This is so dumb. I'm gonna cast Inspiring Call to draw a card for each creature I control with a +1/+1 counter.
Oh my god.
It's indestructible, but it's still got to be sacrificed.
That is correct, sir.
That sucks. That's a cultivate.
How much is it? What's the
It's
toughness?
exiled, right?
What
was
no,
his
you
tough-
sacrificed it.
Oh, I sac-
I think
okay.
it was a
Yeah, what was
21.
It was a
21.
21-21. Yeah.
Nice.
Don't you worry, bud. I got you. You win. Somebody else has a board wipe, right?
That's what you get for trying to kill somebody first.
I didn't try to kill him. I just tried to bring his life total down so someone else could kill him for me. I'm about to lose this game. I am wide open. Bare naked, even. Go Schnell.
Effectively, he gets 21 3
He gets
threes,
21 3/3s.
unless I get some sort of weird enchantment removal.
About to be damn near 63 damage.
And I
thrown
know
around.
because I scried
Probably at
that
me.
I'm not getting that.
Oofta fucking doofta.
21.
Okay, we're gonna sacrifice junk to exile.
There's a real power play over there. There's a hell of a flex.
Yep.
Sacrifice the junk to exile. We're digging. That's not.
Hey, Champion's Helm.
Yeah.
Good reprint.
Yeah, it is.
The divers.
Not in this moment, but
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
this
yeah,
will be my
doesn't
you can
help.
imagine
Cool
it
to
would
see.
be,
Yeah, right,
you know,
right.
a good card
In a different
set.
situation.
Yeah.
different situation.
Situation.
How are you,
Champions
situation?
God. You can imagine what it would be like if they did. It's like, no, they didn't. But you can imagine what it would be like if they did.
Okay, so if I did that, I would do that.
I don't feel so good. Mr. Stark.
I was supposed to say, Mr. Stark.
You did draw a board wipe, right?
Nope.
With all that loot scooting.
So
Oh, Christ.
we're gonna make my squirrel lifelink even bigger.
There you go.
Oh.
Is this milled or exiled?
This is exile.
Okay.
Until the end of my turn.
Okay.
I cheated just a hair. So
boy.
this one was milled from the rad, so I can't cast it yet. That one would be the other one I would get off my junk. So get off my junk.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Got a lot of thoughts happening. You know what? I think that's gonna have to. Does that cost that to do that? And that's that. So. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to probably just
Farewell.
pass. Brace for fucking impact. This goes to exile permanently.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Why would you give him 21 3/3s?
I didn't believe him. I mean, he tried to save us all. He
Tried to make him look like an asshole.
This is just a repeat of the Halloween game where it's, well, I know they're going to go wide, so I'm going to go tall.
You guys are idiots. They're going to be looking for army guys.
I'm gonna play this Wildville Drain Mountain for some reason.
It does look like
It does.
the inside of a dwarf's cavern.
You could get
Why?
a
What were
good
you guys
look at
thinking?
you could get a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking your head up a dwarf's cavern, but that doesn't mean
Oh, there could be a
stuff.
whole bunch of Garys.
Sorry. I think they're sleeved.
It's worth it in this instance.
We are.
Combat.
Oh boy.
I'm going to attack Chris. I'm going to have 1, 21, 22, 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yep.
11.
Joke's on you. Settle the wreckage.
Well, let's find out.
And that's why I kept 4 mana.
Oh, I'm not like you, Teach. I have no answers. I'm not prepared.
I'm just bracing.
My
'cause I
pants
know-
are down.
I know chaos warps are floating around in this fucking.
All of
deck
them?
during
All
these-
of them.
But that will kill me.
These are coming at Schnell.
How many are those?
There should be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And Nelson,
6,
I'm
7,
keeping
8,
you
9, 10, 11.
around
Fuck.
to just
No,
play
no.
with you a little bit.
Whenever I attack, I can sacrifice another creature. I will sacrifice one of these soldiers. I'm going to create 2 soldiers tapped and attacking.
So they won't get the bonus.
One at you, one at you. And the other option, Caesar is going to do damage equal to the number of creature tokens I control to target opponent.
That's some bullshit right there. So that's 21 right now? 23?
No, it's going to be 23.
What is the total power coming at me?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24.
No one can
27,
interact
30,
with his effect,
33,
so...
34.
34.
Same.
Yeah, that's a good spot
18,
for it. Is that the one I...
36, 9, 12.
Yeah, I love that
15,
art.
18, 21, 24, 27.
So I
30,
take 23,
36, 37 at you.
because that was...
God damn
that
you,
was an
Teej.
ability he
Hang on.
activated.
So
36, 35. 35.
That was an ability you hit me with, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I take 23.
33.
33 at you, 35 at you.
I have a life linker
31.
that is currently a 4.
31
31 at you.
at me.
If I can get my life link
Is
above
this coming at me?
Yes.
the
So if I
amount
block
coming at me.
this,
So first off, Chris, any responses?
yeah, I'm going to cast
So
Glimmer of
the-
Genius. I wish. No.
30.
Scry 2, draw
31.
2, get 2 energy.
31.
31 coming at me.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to get 2 energy. Going to scry 2. I'm going to leave those right on top and draw them 2. Alright, and then I guess I'm going to...
To clarify, 31
Yep.
plus the one you're blocking.
Oh! I thought it was 31 total.
6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 27, 30, 31.
God damn it, Teej.
Try to avenge you. Okay. Confirm your total.
10, 33, 34.
Okay.
Let me double check. I don't think anything in my graveyard will save me because it all enters tapped.
Okay. I'm going to declare the squirrel as a blocker to one of the 3/3s.
Got it?
And then I'm going to activate the junk gun to eat this artifact and double equip creature's power until the end of the turn.
Okay.
So it becomes so it's
I'm
a
just dead.
4. It will it's an 8/4 with lifelink.
Okay.
So I'll block and kill 1.
One's dead.
I'll gain 8. It has trample.
6, 7, 8,
The rest of that goes to you.
31.
Okay, I'm down to 3. You have the lightning bolt,
I do not have a lightning bolt.
right?
Well,
Instead
stop
of
card in my
3?
library.
Yeah.
You are at 3.
Another thing I don't have. Okay.
Second main. Hour of Reckoning. Destroy all non-token creatures.
Sweet.
Oh shit, it's a token!
Yes.
Fuck! I don't know why I did that.
Because you
I thought
didn't
it
like
wasn't a
Caesar.
token. Because I didn't like Caesar. Well, it happened. So there you go. Whatever. God, I'm stupid.
You'll get there.
We'll see.
Done.
Yes.
And then Chris is out.
Yep.
Yep.
And Nelson's out.
Yep.
And Chanel's not out.
Not yet.
Untap. That attitude.
Nothing's over.
Draw.
You want that austere command on?
I'm embarrassed.
And then
I would be
mill
too. You went from 0 board state to taking out 2
land.
players. You're awful like this. It's getting quiet.
I'm counting and thinking and getting angry because I don't think I can win. But god damn it, I can hit him for a bunch. So, my squirrel is almost perfect.
That's
His
a deep card.
base power and toughness becomes a 9/10. I'm gonna go to combat.
And he's indestructible too, right?
It is indestructible. It does not matter. I lose on the crackback.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna go out swinging with a power armored squirrel that's almost perfect. 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep. And then you get me on the crackback.
You have lifelink?
Oh, I do gain. Yeah, but you're
It
still
doesn't
gonna
matter. No,
be
I was just curious.
for a billion. So
Yeah,
yeah,
just
I'm
curious.
gaining that 12.
Alright. Untap. I'll keep draw just because I want to see. Oh, that thing. And then attack.
Because I drew another artifact that I could sacrifice, but it's pre-war form away.
Tonight for Fallout, I was assigned Caesar Loyal Hoozits. I have no prior history with the Fallout franchise. I knew absolutely nothing about it going into it, aside from there's a cartoon man, and it's about nuclear warfare, or Fallout or something. Oh, nuclear Fallout, I get it. So that was my knowledge going in. So when we decided we were going to do the Precon games, I was excited. I like when we do these Precon things for full Precon sets. I just didn't look that closely at the cards, mostly because we got Fallout previewed at the same time as 3 sets from last year, another Masters set coming in another year, and then 2 more Universes Beyonds that we got full deck lists of all of those, all at the same time. So naturally something's going to fall through the cracks. So I let my Fallout friends choose what they wanted to play, and then I was just going to play the last deck that it was. And it ended up being a Mardu tokens deck. And tokens, I like tokens, I do. So my opening hand consisted of, I had the black market in my opening hand. I knew what my commander did, where I could sacrifice another creature whenever I attack. And create more tokens. That's going to power up the black market. Then I can choose to create new tokens or draw a card and lose a life, or the one that eventually ended up paying off at the end of the game, dealing damage equal to the number of tokens I have to target opponent. And I don't remember off the top of my head where the tipping point for me, bless you, was. It was the board wipe. Somebody board wiped somehow. Schnell. Everyone had to sacrifice creatures except one. That put 11 counters on my black market, and from there I was just ready to go. I made the mistake of showing my hand because I forgot immediately 2 minutes prior when Schnell said I can't play creature cards. So I showed my hand. I had Gary. Gary, which cost 1 and a white, and had Squad 2, which means I can pay that 2 extra mana any number of times, and then each time I do, I get a copy of Gary. And with all those black market manas, I was going to create, I think, 10? Something like that. 13, no, 6. 6 Gary tokens. So I tipped my hand before Chanel was like, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, you're right, I can't. And then black market.
He reminded you.
But as soon as black market got all those counters on, Nelson decided it was time for black market to go. I just didn't get a chance to utilize all of that mana as much as I wanted to. But it really didn't matter because I was still sitting on that instant in my hand that made Nelson sacrifice his attacking creature. And I got tokens equal to the toughness. I got 21 tokens off that monster. At one point, Schnell had a giant squirrel, Nelson had his giant monster, so I was going to wait for one of them to duke it out with the other one, and then at the end of combat, after damage was dealt, forced someone to sacrifice a token. That way life totals would be lowered or creatures would be removed or whatever, and I would still benefit off of it. But in the end, I used it defensively to get rid of Nelson's one creature, getting me 21 of my own, plus the enchantment that gave them all +2/+2 whenever they attacked. That pretty much solidified the game right there. Chanel was able to stick around for one brief moment after, so kudos to him. But unless he drew something, he was the game was pretty much over there. So these were very fun decks to play. I was excited to see the energy deck in action because I know energy is a mechanic that people want to build around, and I wanted to see more energy things. So I was happy to see some of them. I know the deck can do more than what we got to see tonight. The deck it's got to be chock full of energy, new energy cards, new energy synergies, just things that make people excited to build around this mechanic. So I'm excited to see a more tuned version of an energy deck come from the Fallout Precon. The rad counters were a pretty cool mechanic. Nelson kept saying, I like rad counters. I want myself to have rad counters. I don't want cards in my library. I want them in my graveyard. Mill me.
Mill me, daddy.
Rad was a pretty cool mechanic. I like it. Counters that stick around. The more rad counters, the more that you can give somebody, the more they're going to have to mill. Plus, with the ratio of land to non-lands in the deck, sometimes they're going to get rid of some. But I think a rad counter deck could be very finely tuned to just get a shit ton of rad counters on there, and people are milling every turn and occasionally getting rid of some. But more often than not, a fine-tuned deck is just going to pile up those rad counters on everyone, and I would like to see that deck in action one day too. And then junk tokens is a very interesting mechanic. I know we get just an overabundance of artifact token, sacrifice, do a thing. Some of them are good, like treasures. Some of them not so good, like blood tokens or foods or whatever, what have you. But the junk tokens seem real cool to me. As someone who likes those artifact token strategies when they're good, the junk token kind of jumped out at me. So I'd be interested in looking at some more, looking through that deck list and seeing everything that junk tokens have to offer. Because again, I didn't follow these decks closely. Just because the franchise wasn't in my wheelhouse, there's a lot of other stuff going on, and I just didn't look at them. So, but I knew we were going to do this, and I wanted to kind of go in like not knowing anything. So it was a very fun experience for me. These decks seem super cool. The art is gorgeous. The art is gorgeous on every single card that I looked at. And the Universes Beyond frame, I like the frame. So all around, the basic lands, I think there were, I shouldn't say I think, there were full art basic lands in all of these, and the art was amazing on all of them. Even your islandless islands, the artwork at the very least was pretty to look at. So Fallout decks, I think, very well done. Very well done. Good job, Wizards. Good job, Fallout. Good job, who makes Fallout? Bethesda. Good job, Bethesda. Maybe one day I will look into the Fallout franchise, but who knows? My video game time is very limited, and I like Pokemon an awful lot, so...
So I was extremely excited. For me personally, the Universe Beyonds have been hit or miss. I was extremely excited when I saw that Fallout was going to be one of the universes beyond, but not just that it's not going to be necessarily a full draftable set like Lord of the Rings was. I think Lord of the Rings was awesome. It's probably my favorite one because I think the high fantasy setting of it fits the game of Magic, it's not one where I'm like, wow, so now we got fucking Transformers like in Magic. It's weird, right? So this is a standalone set I thought was awesome. I love the Fallout series. I have played every game in the series with 3, 4, and New Vegas being my favorites. Probably, not out of the majority there with that. But anyway, I was extremely excited about this. This deck, the Sultai Radiation Mutants Matter deck, I was very excited about. I think they're all great. I've already got ideas for how to kind of do some tweaks and some upgrades to all 4 of these decks, but this is the one I really wanted to try right out of the box, and I was very happy to get to play it. I think the Mothman is a very neat, the design of the card is neat, but I also think that Radiation is a really cool new mechanic. So obviously, he did some work for me. The fact that he gives radiation to everybody whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks. Obviously, if the radiation counters don't go away when you're milling your cards, then he can increase the amount of counters that way. There's so many proliferate effects in this deck. In blue and green alone, there are a lot of options to add them. So I was very excited to get this going. I think he's a really cool face commander. I do think the Master, who is also in this deck as the secondary commander, is very cool. Could explore him kind of in his own deck. He's doing a little bit of different things. But anyway, I like him in the 99 here. I like this deck a lot. The commander's cool. Vexing Radgull is like, I don't know, Thrumming Baird on steroids, basically. I think it's awesome. So whenever it deals combat damage to a player, he's giving them radiation counters if they don't have it, and if he does, it's a bonus, or if they do, it's a bonus because you get to proliferate. So it's a repeatable proliferate effect as long as the Radgull stays alive. Synergizes well with the commander because you can beef him up, get him in for more damage, make him a little bit more evasive if people are going to start throwing around direct damage. Maybe you can get him out of range of a bolt or some other effect, that would traditionally kill a bird, bolt the bird, right? So Vexing Radgull is a card that I got to see that worked very well with the strategy in the deck today. Corpsejack Menace is it's a popular card in Golgari, Sultai type builds where you're doing a lot of things with +1/+1 counters. It wasn't around often, or for very long, I should say, in this game tonight, but you were able to see what kind of work it can do in a deck like this, especially when you're proliferating and things like that. And it's not like we see a lot of cards now where it's, hey, if you're going to add any +1/+1 counters, you add that many +1. No, he just straight up doubles it. Obviously it's a creature, it's very susceptible to removal. But if you can get him to stick around, he can do some big work too, especially as it relates to a card like Alpha Deathclaw, which is one of my favorite new cards. I like that it comes in. It's a 6/6 Menace and Trample for 6, which right off the bat is pretty cool. But when he hits the battlefield, he also blows up a permanent, and it's a permanent too, right? So if there's a troublesome land, you can even hit that, and then Monstrosity for 7, he gets 4 +1/+1 counters and destroys something again. Being able to pair him, even though I didn't attack with it, being able to pair him with the Power Fist when he was sitting there at, a 21/21 would have been awesome had I been able to connect with that damage on Tej, because then he would have gotten 21 +1/+1 counters. I don't think Tej had a blocker at the time. So he would become a 42/42. Obviously, very susceptible to multiple types of removal, especially edict effects when he attacked, and then turned himself into 21 tokens for Tej. But, Tej told me not to do it. I told him to go fuck himself, and then I got fucked. So it was an awesome swing. I did not see that coming. Honestly, didn't even know that card was in the Kaisar deck. So that was really cool to see. I thought all of the decks are built very uniquely to what they are trying to do. They're extremely flavorful to the Fallout universe. I love this in a nutshell. I think that there are cards that will see home, in other traditional Magic decks, but I think it's going to be very simple to also keep these in kind of their own Fallout ecosystem or that Fallout flavor of deck with just a few upgrades from other Magic cards that already exist, and you're cutting some things that maybe aren't, working towards that overall mission of the deck or things like that. I thought the game was an absolute blast. It went pretty quick for an unmodified Precon game. I thought every deck got to do a little bit of what it wanted to do. I wish we could have seen the energy counters get utilized a little bit more, but it was also, again, these aren't tuned or finely tuned. So you kind of get what you get when you're playing them out of the box. But it was fun. I think it was a great game. We got to see a lot of cool stuff, and I can't wait to explore these decks a little bit more in depth after I have time to kind of re-review what's in them, make a few cuts, do some upgrades, and then bring all of the decks back to the table one at a time. With the upgrades and get to play them again. So I'm extremely happy. I'm a very happy Wastelander, and can't wait to play these decks some more.
Tonight, I had the pleasure of utilizing the Dr. Madison Lee energy deck, and even though I didn't do a ton with it, I really liked the cards that I saw. Having never run this deck before, there was a little bit of push and pull with how I wanted to utilize the energy counters. I was not generating them so fast that I could just spend them willy-nilly. I was kind of hoarding them. I thought the game would go a little longer than it did. When the end came, it came fast. Some of the guys, they did a pretty good job of recapping the game. My biggest takeaway from this game was how much I really liked a lot of the individual cards that I saw. I had, as much as I like Fallout, I kind of earmarked this product as one that I was okay just missing. But after seeing these decks in action, now I want to go through and I'm going to pick up a bunch of cards from them, I think. I was really excited by a lot of them. My biggest takeaway from the Mothman deck was the rad counters. I read them multiple times. I couldn't grok exactly what was going on with them, but when I saw them in action, I really liked it as a mechanic, and that's something that I'm not big on mill, I'm not big on self-mill, but this was a big enough deviation from like just a typical mill deck that it was entertaining to me. The dog meat deck, red-white is always, not always, but more often than not, equipment, auras. Putting it in Naya gives that deck a whole lot of reach that it didn't always have. Dogmeat came out early and was like a threat early. He was throwing around commander damage like nothing. And then Tej's deck, Kaiser. I don't know how it happens, but every time that man touches a deck, they all function the same way. Oh, guys, not doing much. Oh, woe is me. Getting stomped. FYI, I just won. It's just, it is Teach's MO. That guy is such a great player. A deck that he had never seen before. He just, I'm going to string together these cards, and I'm going to deal you guys exactly lethal and have a chokehold on my next turn, and I'll win. He's a fantastic player. This was a great game. I had a ton of fun. And I can't wait to look through these deck lists and decide what I want to pick up.
So, Dogmeat, I was very happy with how this deck came right out of the gate, which I knew meant I wasn't going to win, because that's how every EDH deck that I run that goes well quick, that's how it always goes. You build a big enough board state, you make yourself a big enough threat, and you get taken out by everyone who still has all their resources left. So I always take it personally. Chris always takes it personally, which is why he uses his removal on me, which is why I take it personally. Nelson usually finds a way to fumble, and Tej is just sitting there watching everything, waiting for the end of the game, which he then can cause in a triumphant fashion. And that was kind of the play, like that was the exact playbook that went down. Mothman seems really cool. I like, again, like Tej said, I like the rad counter thing too. Proliferation is just such a powerful mechanic that with a little bit of tweaking, that deck is going to be terrifying. Dogmeat and Mothman both seem to be able to go very, very tall, and I know Kaiser went wide. We didn't see what energy was really designed to do, which is a shame. I don't know what it can do, but I already ordered an extra copy of every card from that deck that says energy on it, just so that I have the resources to build an energy deck that will be weird and gimmicky and hopefully good, but we'll see how that one turns out. The shortcomings of my deck, I would say, failure to interact with my opponents. It could recover fairly well from the board wipe situation, which is always important, but I didn't have enough interaction. The single combat, which I believe was a War of the Spark reprint, I don't know why I don't run this card more when I have white. Yes, I leave everyone with whatever their best creature is, but at the same time, forcing my opponents to sacrifice stuff is so much better. And that last sentence of just nobody rebuild for one turn, just give me a little bit of time with my one thing that I chose to keep. I think this card has way more potential and should be played way more than it currently does. I don't know if I'm going to keep Dogmeat together, but I do like the Naya modified thing that they've been doing a lot lately, and I'll see if I can turn this into something a little bit more weird and more my play style. But overall, I liked it. I hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe to find more stuff you like.